Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and on this channel we cover all things beauty and a whole lot of fragrance content. And today we are talking about the House of Sillage signature collection. I have the Discovery Kit. I've been using some more than others. If you want to see my first impressions on so many of these fragrances, you can see that on my TikTok, which I will pop right here. Also, House of Sillage did kindly send this over to me, which I do really appreciate, but my thoughts are still my thoughts. I'm going to be very honest, very transparent, like I always am. There are definitely some fragrances I do prefer more than others, and I think that's just natural as humans. I also do have an affiliate link with them if you guys ever want to use it. I'll link that down below in this video. If you guys do use the link, if you're ever just shopping their website, I do appreciate it, but if you don't use it, completely fine. I just wanted to let you know it is there if you do want to support the channel. Now, my scent of the day is Vanilla Vice from Sniff. This is a musky vanilla, and by this point I should have a review up on it. If not, it will be up in the next 2 days. Now, so far I do have 2 cupcakes. I did buy these on discounts, which is how I do suggest to purchase them if possible because they are pretty pricey. This one is Hufflepuff, which is a very beautiful, soft, sweet vanilla. This one also has coconut cream and lemon, but the lemon is not too sharp and strong in the scent. It's done to perfection. And this one is Passion de l'amour. For me, Passion de l'amour is definitely a bougie, rich and expensive, mysterious, sexy woman type of fragrance. It might not be for everybody because this one does have oud, it has saffron, there's patchouli, but you also have some sweetness coming from the vanilla, there's raspberry, and in general, I mean, I really love it, but I can definitely understand. I feel like this one would be way more likable across the board, way more mass appealing. But this one, if you are somebody that likes a bold scent, this one is so sexy to me. And I just love the cupcakes. That is enough rambling. Onto my thoughts on the fragrances. And by the way, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I feel like samples are good for first impressions, but maybe not as good for like doing a full thorough review, you know? So this one is Love is in the Air, which I've been using a lot. This is a beautiful fruity floral. I really enjoy this one. This one has plum, there's rose. As soon as I smell it, I think it's fruity, it's fresh, very pretty to me. There's something a little green in this one. There's patchouli and something else. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a fruity floral feminine scent. This one for me, again, it's grounded by the patchouli, but it's not necessarily a scent where I smell it and I think it's anything groundbreaking, but I do think it's really nice. I don't think I would pay full price for this one, but I would buy it on a sale because obviously I have really been liking this scent. I feel like it'd be perfect for summer or honestly even year round. There's a little bit of a spice to it, I guess, coming from the patchouli. I think if you like musky, fruity, floral fragrances, you would really like this one because as it dries down more, you do get to the musk. I feel like I do prefer the opening to the dry down. So the top notes are plum, citruses, orange, and green notes. Middle notes are rose, jasmine, and cedar. I also get the cedar. And base notes are patchouli and white musk. So again, yeah, I like it way more in the opening. I feel like you really feel the plum more. I feel like on the dry down you get more of the rose, the musk, and the woody, earthy patchouli and cedar. And I also feel like in the opening it's way sweeter. Next up is Tiara, and honestly there's not much to put on the paper. There's a teeny tiny itty bitty amount. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able... Hold on. Okay. There we go. I love this. I really, when I first got it, I thought it was way too powdery and too mature and too musky and floral and just definitely not my vibe. As it dries down and you get to the base, I feel like the vanilla comes through and truly does soften everything out. It's definitely an elegant, soft, musky, floral fragrance. There are hints of the tangerine that you get in the scent, but to me, the florals really come out. You have this really nice rose and peony combination that I love here. There is musk, and that is still something that does not change from the opening to the base. In fact, I feel like as it dries down, it gets even muskier, but there is a subtle sweetness, really, again, evening everything out, coming from the vanilla. It's not super sweet. To me, this is definitely more focused on the florals, the musk. Oh my gosh, and that elegant feel that you get in here is so pretty. Definitely fit for a princess. There is a scent in here I think is fit for a queen. And you will see it on my face when I get to that fragrance. But this one is really pleasant. This one is really pretty. And I do want a big bottle at some point. Again, I think for the warmer weather, this one is really nice. And it could be a great everyday signature scent. I really do enjoy this one. The notes are top notes of tangerine and cinnamon, middle notes of peony, rose, and cedar, and base notes of vanilla, musk, and amber. Next up, funny enough, is Emerald Rain. And Emerald Rain, I would say if Tiara is the princess, this one is definitely the queen or even the king. This is very warm, spicy in your face. It does kind of have that regal vibe to it. It's kind of vintage. It's powdery. Definitely more mature than Tiara, I would say. And I mean, I love cardamom, I love benzoin, I really do, but I feel like for me, I prefer something a little bit more, this is just very strong and very, very in your face, which I think is great, but I just don't know if it's my favorite scent profile. So with that being said, I like it, I don't love it, but it does smell like a queen or king would wear this, I will say. But it's a little stuffy for me, and I definitely would not wear this every day. The top notes are fruity notes, middle notes are cardamom, nutmeg, and coriander, and base notes are benzoin and sandalwood. And I'll say this, I feel like there's a little bit of sweetness coming through, but it really is focusing more on that warm, spicy side. Next is Hauts Bijoux. Feel free to correct me in the comment section if I'm saying any of these names wrong. I do apologize. Ooh, I got 2 stickies. But I do really like this scent, wow. This one is a really beautiful combination of black currant and mango. This one has some florals as well, so it's fresh, it's fruity. This one's very, very pretty. I feel like this is also a scent that even though it's fruity floral, it's a little bit more upscale to me. It's a little bit more elevated. I really enjoy this scent so much. I feel like this one also has grapefruit. I'm getting some citrus. I think it's the grapefruit. Oh, and I really like this one a lot. This one is a great grab and go for the summertime. I would totally buy a full bottle of this one. I probably would try to get it on a sale if possible, but if not, I mean, this one I've really been enjoying. I love the mango. I love the way the mango is done. I love that it's tropical and fruity, but it's also like classy and a little sophisticated. I feel like if you like fragrances, maybe like Meliora from Parfums de Marly, but give that one a little bit more of like a tropical edge, you'd really enjoy this scent. I know that I sure do. I think it's so pretty. This one has top notes of mango, black currant, and grapefruit, middle notes of caronde, iris, base notes of heliotrope, vanilla, amber, and cedar. And I feel like this one is focusing more on the fruits than anything with the florals. It is quite powdery, but not too powdery. Next up is Nose Moi, and Nose Moi is one of the fragrances I smelled without looking at the notes. I love to do that, and I believe the only note I didn't get in this scent was maybe the citrus, which I could definitely see mixed in the scent. Apart from that, I really do get the patchouli. It's very green. There's spice also coming from the pink pepper, which I usually love and adore in my scents. There's rose, there's cardamom. Maybe I didn't get the cardamom right away either, but I definitely did feel the spice. This is unique to my collection, but for me personally, I do find it headache inducing. I just think for lack of better words, it's just a little too much for me. It's too much going on. There's too much spice. It is just definitely not my favorite, you guys. There is the freshness coming from the rose, but I just think with all the other spicy notes around it, it gives me a headache. And so yeah, the notes are top notes of pink pepper, Sicilian bergamot, middle notes of Bulgarian rose and cardamom, and base notes of Indonesian patchouli leaf. I want to say from the first time I smelled this, you could check on TikTok, I said it is unique, but it's just not me. It's just a little too green. It's a little too earthy and woody and spicy, and with that one I can't even think of a scenario where I would be wearing that fragrance, so I'm sorry, I cannot give that to you. Now this one, this is Benevolence, and I do really like it. It has that same vanillic orange blossom musky DNA that you get in Oriana and also in Love Don't Be Shy. I feel like at least if you do have Oriana, I do not think that you need this one, because I always say, to me, Oriana is a little bit more musky and not as syrupy sweet as Love Don't Be Shy. I don't really think you need both. Maybe I should put them side by side. But yeah, I still really do like it. I feel like this one, again, has something maybe even a little bit more clean, and again, not as syrupy sweet as Love Don't Be Shy. So I love this a lot. I cannot stop using it. Would I buy a full bottle? I'm not sure yet, because I do obviously have Oriana from Parfums de Marly, but I really love the fact that this one has lavender. Again, I feel like it keeps it a little bit softer and more aromatic, so I do really like this one. And this one has top notes of bitter almond, star anise, bergamot, middle notes of orange blossom, jasmine, and lavender, and base notes of sugar, Madagascar vanilla, and musk. Again, I really do like this one. Next up is Holiday, and Holiday is undeniably citrus. This opens up and you do get the blood orange, the mandarin orange. To me, I almost feel like it's a bitter, citrusy smell I get here, like I'm getting the peel of the orange as well. As it dries down more, I almost get something piney and a little soapy with the fruity, floral combination here. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I think it's nice, it's pleasant. I would buy it, but not for this price point. It's just not a scent profile that I do gravitate towards, but if you do love citrusy, floral, woody scents, like piney scents, I think you would enjoy this. And again, it's almost a little soapy to my nose, so yeah, it's pretty, it's just not my vibe. But again, if you love citrusy, woody scents, I think you'd really enjoy this one. And it does have that fresh rose. Top notes are blood orange, mandarin orange, and peach. Middle notes are rose, Egyptian jasmine, and base notes are cedar and vetiver. If I was gonna wear that one, I feel like I'd wear it more for spring and summer as an everyday fragrance. Next is Chevaux d'Or. I think if you like fragrances like Lychee Rose from Nest, you would enjoy this scent. I will say this one feels a little softer to me. The rose in the scent is still a bit more mature, just like in the Nest. There is a effervescence to this scent as well, like a fizzy element to it that I also get in the Nest. The Nest also has raspberry and rose, and for me the biggest difference is of course the lychee and that pink champagne. I feel like the pink champagne in that scent is the star of the show, but once again I do get something subtly effervescent to this one that I do really enjoy, and overall it's just a very beautiful fruity floral rose scent. So if you're into that vibe, I think you'd really enjoy this scent. This one has not only raspberry but wild strawberry, and I just think overall it's really nice. Top notes are wild strawberry, raspberry, and magnolia. Middle notes are rose, Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, and base notes of vanilla and tonka bean. Again, if you like a more fizzy, fruity floral scent, I think you would enjoy this one. And please let me know if you've smelled it, if you also do get that effervescent bubbly feel from this scent as well, but again, much softer than the Nest. And I feel like the raspberry and wild strawberry are not done in a way that is very syrupy sweet like in other fragrances. We have 2 fragrances left. This one is Cherry Garden. Cherry Garden is cherry blossom all the way. I do get hints of the almond, and I think it's really nice in the scent. Sometimes I feel like almond can truly give fragrances that flirty, girly vibe, which I do get mixed in here, and cherry blossom also is very feminine. But as the scent dries down, I feel like it does get more musky. I feel like it gets more powdery, and I feel like I almost get like a baby wipe smell to the fragrance that I just cannot deny. With that being said, if you do like a girly, feminine, floral, soft scent, I think you'd really enjoy this one. But it does just have that clean baby wipe smell that I just have to mention. So as much as I do love the opening, and I just put it also on skin, it's not as apparent on skin, but you still do pick it up. Like that clean, soft cherry blossom and the musk you're really getting. So I just want to let you guys know it's really pretty. I do wish it stayed a little bit more like the opening, but it's still pretty. The top note is bergamot, middle notes are cherry blossom and almond, and base notes are vanilla, white musk, and sandalwood. And finally, again, I have my Passion de l'Amour, which is such a beautiful, dark, feminine, mysterious, alluring fragrance. This is very sexy, very beautiful, very, very complex. There's oud once again, saffron. You have the patchouli, but again, there's enough sweetness coming through to really even it out and make it very wearable. So I do feel like this one smells the most expensive of my favorites from this line. And yeah, I don't know why, but like this is my second video of the day on here, and I feel like I'm losing my voice. Oh my gosh. But so freaking pretty. I would say this one, Hauts Bijoux, that's the tropical mango black currant, and Tiara are my favorites, but I like a lot of them. I really do. I also love Love is in the Air. I think Chevaux is really gorgeous. Cherry Garden once again is pretty, but again it's just very clean, fresh, floral. And it does have almost that baby wipe smell to it. So I just can't say that one is a favorite because I feel like it's not. But I will say I enjoyed all except for Emerald Rain, Holiday, and Nouez. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things. And I will see you in the next one. Also, comment down below your favorite house of Sillage. I would love to do this with all their collections. Bye!